Boom. We are live officially. Let's go. Ah, streaming a lot later today because had some people over. So yeah, streaming a bit later today than my usual. At least the usual streams. So yeah, we're doing this now. Anyways, well, we're gonna be continuing this train and making these gun models, but I'm really looking forward to when I'll add all these things in and actually start working on the character again, like the player model and all that stuff, because I have some ideas brewing in my head. So, yeah, I'll be very looking forward to all those other stuff. But for now, we have to continue making these models because of like I can't add the functionalities and all that type of stuff. I mean, the functionality is already kind of in the game, but I cannot add anything else until I have these models. So, yeah, these need to be done first before I can add anything else, but I'm very much looking forward to that. But something else that I just want to clarify is that this model of this gun specifically kinda already exists. And the reason why I say kinda already exists is because this is the model that I was using before deciding to make my own. And it's very much the M11. But I noticed like some bits of detail that is not on this model, which is on the M11. So that's why I kind of wanted to get as close as possible. So that's why we are, so to say, remaking this model, because this model already exists. Like someone already created this, but I'm remaking it so it looks more like the one in the finals. Because this does not. Like it's very close. It's damn near perfect to the actual model, but I think I can make it even better. So that's why I am remaking it. Well, otherwise it's actually pretty damn close. So, yeah. But yeah, it's very damn near close, but there's just some tiny here and there details. For example, the stock looks different, and the little hanging strap doesn't exist, and also some here and there details are very different. But overall they look alike. But I just noticed those tiny details, and I kind of want to just remake the gun because the gun doesn't look that complicated. Sure, it's not the easiest model, but it's mostly straight edges. Doesn't look that difficult to really make. So I decided to go ahead and remake this one myself and see how it goes. But yeah, anyways. So yeah. So I might here and there use this model to just look at some of the things that are maybe easier with having an actual 3D model in your face than not. So yeah, I'll be keeping those in mind. Like for example, this part, which you cannot see whatsoever, but I'll probably just look at this part off of like the actual gun itself. So all those things are pretty easy to refine and do. So we're good in that case. So yeah. Anyways, um, gonna go ahead and put some sort of chill beat in the background this time around. Don't have any particular reason for it. So let's maybe just put that in the background for now, for a bit. Maybe let's do minus 50. So yeah, we'll be putting that in the background for a bit as I get my references up. That's kind of bad. The fuck? Hello, can you bring these, please? Fuck, eh? My keyboard seems to be, or my whole entire PC seems to be acting up. Isn't this repeated? Why did you stop? Oh my gosh, as this whole thing. Holy shit. That's crazy. Why is my PC freezing up? That's very interesting. PC is definitely working a little slower. Okay, wait a second. Let me restart my PC real quick. Let me restart my PC real quick. It's interesting though. Bang on. Okay, so go. Alright, got this stream on. So okay. No, it is definitely better. Just leave. So that one up as well. This one, well, this one for now. And that one. As of this moment, I only need this side. Primarily. So there we go. Okay, so didn't I have one sec? Didn't I have more screenshots? I feel like there's just one screenshot that is missing. I guess it feels like a couple of screenshots missing. There's a couple of screenshots missing. Give me a couple of seconds for me to add those, because I missed those ones. These two were missing, and I think that was the only two that were missing. Only three that were missing. So adding that to the mix. There we go. There we go. So yeah, give me that one as well. Oh. Okay, so now I have the 3 screenshots I really need. So we're good on that department. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna turn this off. Because although it's nice to have it, I feel like I'm gonna just forget about changing the song, and it's just gonna be an hour long where it's just the same shit over and over again. It's just gonna become annoying. So I'll just get rid of that and start on this thing. So we really, first things first, just need the basic shape of the gun. That's the most important thing first. And then after that, we'll go to all the intricacies this model. I think one important thing and cool thing about this model is that it's actually very simple. It's very, it doesn't have that many complex edges. It's very simple. Oh shit, got my water. It's very simple in its designs, in its design. So I think it will actually be pretty good. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go mute because no one really joins. So I'll just be muted. I'll just type that in the chat. Um, oh shit, I need to change that. Um, mute. Just focusing. That's all. Boom. There we go. I'm doing this so I have some music in the background for myself because there will be copyrighted and all that, so I can't have my mic on. And there we go. And then I can also focus on working because no one really joins in, so don't really need to have my mic unmuted. Anyways, well, I'm off then. Holy moly. Give me 2 seconds. Oh. Oh. I mean, hour and 13 minutes. I've done pretty good, I would say. Maybe not the best, but good nonetheless. Wait a minute, not that one. Seems to be much more steep. This one seems to be much more steep like this, coming down right about to this point right here. So yeah, doing about that much. Do I want to do that? I don't think I actually want to do that because that gets rid of the curvy part in the way I want it. So no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. But we can now do this. Yes. Um, go outwards. And then let's do that. Exactly. Is that about right? I think that's about pretty fucking good. And this one doesn't seem to be really that curved, so it's more of a shape that is like this. Pretty happy with that it's like that. And then let's bring this actually a bit higher so I can lower it a bit. And then grab this, make it more like that, and then into just the corner bit. Not that way. Exactly. Come on, get rid of that. Seems to be about good. And then let me see another screenshot. Mm. Hmm. Oh, this one is the inside. Okay, so the inside is also a bit curved. So I should keep that in mind. So honestly speaking, we should just grab that. It's a lot smaller. doing that, and then I'll go ahead, grab these, and then we will place one in like this, and then smack it like that. Pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much that thick. And then smack one down over here. Let's bring this a little bit higher. A bit more higher. And then boom. So we got that part. I think a little bit more wouldn't hurt. There we go, like that. More like that. And now we just need one of these. Right in the middle of it. So we'll just be bringing this as high as we possibly can. Making it a little smaller, more centered. Bring it a little bit more down, and then forward. Wait, let me see a different one, different shot. I need a different shot of this to see exactly what that looks like. That one, exactly that one. Yeah, it seems to be not fully in the middle, so boom. And then we're grabbing this. Nope, not like that. More like this. There we go. It's very much more like this. And let's go ahead and make this more detailed. Fix that bit up. There we go. Let's just do that one as well, because why not? Okay. So this seemed to be more like it, yeah. That's about right. Okay, oh wait. From, wait a minute, actually speaking, let's turn this whole thing back on. It should be about that big, actually. Yeah, so right about that is pretty good. Okay, so done that much. Yeah, like I said before, this is a much more simpler gun in terms of design. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that part. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back into my little focus mode again. So, you know. Well, shit. Um, Jesus. Um, uh, I just feel like I'm constantly getting the size wrong. Like the model is correct, sure, but the size just not feel right. Feels like it's way too big. Yeah, feels a bit too big. Like I don't know if it's a bit too thick, but like it's not too thick. The thickness is correct, but it's just like it feels a bit too big, you know? And I just don't know. Like I did the handle, but I feel like it was genuinely longer. Like the more I look at it, the more I realize it's actually longer compared to the trigger. Like the trigger is this big, so this is actually the correct size, not what I was creating beforehand. Yeah, that's definitely for sure the case. This whole thing sucks a bit, to be fully honest. Mm. Uh, I don't think we will do a The Last of Us stream tonight. I don't think I will do it. I'm already pretty tired, and I don't want to stay up too late. Maybe till 1 p.m. would be the maximum I'll do, but at the same time, kind of want to get this somewhere. So I truly don't know. Man, I'm a bit tired. Mm, so yeah. Mm, okay, well, I'm currently thinking if I should end the stream right here or if I should continue work on this a little bit more. Okay, that's good to keep in mind. There. There's way more space in there. Uh, mm, mm. Holy shit. So I want to do the pistol as another thing. Hmm. Drink some water. So desolate. Oh, let me see. So one thing I realized definitely was that we need some more space here, and it needs to sort of say widen up a little bit by the end part right here. So it's a bit more like this. Let's bring this forward. Okay, why is this one? Actually, let's just do that. It's more like this. And let's kind of do this one like that. What the hell? Oh yeah, we don't need that. Oh, no mind. But that was something different. Okay. And then now here, I mean, no. Let's make this more like that. Hopefully we'll get this right. Okay, bring that back a little bit. A little bit. And then do the shit. So it's about starts right there. And then so to say it goes like that. And then here goes about like that. Bring this up. Bring it out more like this. We still want to have that little bit. So exactly, somewhat like that. Let's bring that bit out, bit on the end. Mm, yeah, somewhat about like that. See, but this part is not sticking out as much in the actual model, so it's more like where this thing goes in. So like it does come out a little bit, but not as much as my model does. So yeah, about right about there. And then I guess we'll go ahead and activate this again. I think starting anew is way better than whatever the fuck that is. Doing that maybe. Maybe doing it like that. See, like I don't fully know. I'm just trying it and then hoping that it will work. That's kind of how this has been going. Exactly, let's do it more like that. So yeah, somewhat like that. Put it like that. See, with this, we kind of get the shape we want. And of course, I can just bring this down. Just bring this down a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty good. It's not perfect, but I think it looks, I think it looks good. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. And of course, we'll put the two holes in there later. As that, the detail that it has. Yeah. Where's the release button though for this? Is it at the bottom? Or where is the release button for the Mac? So I'm not sure very much where that is. Nicely done. Wish you the best. Um, Thanks, man. You've been, uh, it's nice, man. It's been a very lonely stream. Thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the kind words, man. It's been a very lonely stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been very weird. Like, usually what happens for me is that, people come and go, but then the past few streams I've done is just been so empty. It's just been very sad, let's just say. But thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it a lot. I love it. Man, thank you. Uh, it's been a day. I think this looks good, doesn't it? And like it's not super accurate to the original model, but it's close enough. Like I feel like in the original, it's this part is a bit bigger. It extends a bit more. I mean, you seem passionate about it. It's nice to see it. Thanks. I decided to like I did get a little demotivated those last streams, but I said, you know what, it could be the algorithm just decided to say, you know what, I'm not gonna show anyone. So I was like, you know what, I've been doing it consistently the past 2 weeks. Let's just continue, regardless. Because originally I didn't start this with the intention to, so to say, get a lot of people in here. I've been using the M11 10 minutes ago. I can't really tell. That's funny. But yeah, I don't have a lot of space on my PC and I wanted to kind of record all this, but just couldn't, so I decided to stream it. But yeah, that's funny though. Using the M11 10 minutes ago, can't really tell. Well, I guess that's good in some way as well, that you don't see the difference whatsoever. Mm, definitely is though. See, the difference is I have the reference pictures pulled up right in front of my face and you don't. So that's one reason. Uh, nope, that is not the way I would do it. Yeah, let's just leave it be. What is not broke, don't fix it, you know? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna twinker with it. Maybe I'll fix it later. I mean, quote unquote, fix it. But it's not really that broken, but it's not also that hard to fix. Maybe I'll do it right now. Dang, haven't watched your vids or anything. Your stream popped up in my feed. That's the first time I get to check your channel. Yeah, I guess that's weird as well, isn't it? See, I would be editing more videos and posting more videos, but I just don't have the space on my PC to store the footage. And because the footage you can record with PlayStation 5 is really high quality, it takes a lot of space. And for the videos I create, they usually like I need it, like I record an hour-long clip. The thumbnail are quite good. I'll be watching them videos. Thanks. Hope you enjoy them. They're they're not the best thing out there, but they're something. There's something. I try to add some sort of value to the video by, you know, putting a fair amount of editing into it, but they're not the best out there, but if you get some joy out of it, I've done my job. But I mean, not that this is my job, but it's served its purpose, I guess. Mm, kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay. I'm kind of thinking of what part I should move on to next. So like, see, I still don't know how you release this magazine. I might Google it later because I have no idea where the release button for this magazine is. I feel like it's here at the bottom. It looks that way, but I'm not too sure. Wait, let me watch the reloading for this one. Is it? No, it might just be. No, it is not. What the hell? seems to push some sort of button, but I don't see a button here. Where's the mag release? Well, let me see what this gun is actually called. Next to next to the trigger, I think. I thought that one. I think I know what you're talking about. You mean this thing that is right here that I haven't created yet. But that I thought that was the chamber release. That's what I've. Oh no, the chamber, like in front. Yeah, I thought that was the release for the chamber, but the chamber releases when the magazine is empty by just pressing the fire, pressing the trigger. Ah, you might just be right. I mean, you are probably right. Yeah, that's the mag release. That's crazy. That's such an uncomfortable mag release, I feel like. You know what? Let me just Google it real quick. The mag release on the Mac 10. Not products. No. Just where is the Mac release? Thanks for none of you. Someone showed the. Nah. I think maybe the video. Where is it? I do not need an entire essay on the Mac 10. I just need the Mac release, please. Okay. I think I found it. Is it? Oh. Okay, so it is at the bottom. Never mind, it is at the bottom. It is at the bottom. It's right here. This is where the mag release is. Well, the Mac 10 mag release is kind of like the AK IRL, but the M11 seems to um, have it in front of the trigger. No, but the Mac 11 still has that detail. If you, if you, I am me trying to speak. Um, I I can't show you the animation here right now because I first of all can't switch games without the stream ending. But if you go into the finals, if you look at the animation, if you pause just right, you see that they've added that detail, and I think that's how it, like you can't exactly see the character releasing it. It's like a hole at the end of the hand grip. Yes, it is. It is exactly. It is. But like the character still does that animation. It's a small latch. Yeah, exactly. But the character still seems to do the animation for when you know how the animation when you're releasing like a mag on a pistol, it seems to still move the character still move his thumb. They move their thumb, so it looks like they're pressing something either with their thumb or their other finger, but I think it is genuinely that little. But at the same time, the magazine. Wait a second. Someone else has already created the M Mac 10. So let me see how they've done it. So they've added that same thing. Oh. See, this detail doesn't exist on the M11, but as you can see, it exists on here. So that's what's holding it, and then this is how it. Okay, I see. I see what's happening. Also, if you might be questioning why I'm not just using this model, it's because I realized that there's just some details on the Mac 10 that is not on this gun, so I just wanted to remake it. but someone else has already made the Mac 10. So just as a little tiny note. But yeah, it seems like that detail doesn't exist on the actual M11, which is interesting. Well, I guess that detail is going to be missing with our model as well. Yeah, though, definitely does not exist. Yeah, that little, at least that's how it looks like. But I think it genuinely doesn't exist. Let me put up another reference video that I have of the character just reloading this gun normally. PC desktop, blah 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 blah. System error. Please tell me you can turn it on. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? That's the same video. Where's the normal reloading? Okay, there we go. So I think genuinely that detail does not exist on the something on my room. There it is. Give me 2 seconds to deal with this thing in my room. Wait a minute, let me read that. Yeah, he doesn't use the latch in the reload animation. Yeah, I'm guessing you're in the finals right now, so. But no, he doesn't. That detail just doesn't exist. Like the detail is added, but I don't think the developers actually thought about how that um, operates. No, I just. Oh, okay, so maybe you're just on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, you are on YouTube, but never mind. But yeah, it does seem to be like that. Yeah. So the detail of the latch exists, but the actual functionality of it doesn't exist. It's just there. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're doing it that way then. Right. Guess we're doing it that way. Couldn't find a little insect in my room. Well, I guess it will show up later. Maybe. Ugh, whatever. Okay, well, I guess now we know how it reloads, but now we know that the finals doesn't actually do it that way. So that's good to know. That's actually very good to know. Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's let's see. What will we add next? I. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Have fun. I'm gonna also check your vids. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining in for the short amount of time that you did. And thanks for writing in the chat. That doesn't also happen often. And it helped out a little, man. It was pretty depressing to this point. Thanks, though. It's very much appreciated. You also have fun in whatever you're gonna do next. Hope you have fun. I'm going to. Trust me, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe miss a day or two, but I'm not going anywhere. Oh, that really just got me motivated to continue streaming for a little bit. That's crazy. Okay, looks like it's impossible to see it from that way. From what I do see, I don't have that pulled up. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's in front of it, and then it goes inside the muzzle part. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay, so then let's create this tidbit. Hmm, that's actually stuck on there, so I think maybe I'll just let's actually go in here. Look your foot back again. Where are you? I swear to God, there's this insect in my room. I'm gonna deal with that. I'll be right back. swear to God, this has to be one of the weirdest insects I've ever encountered. It keeps hitting itself against the fucking wall and then disappears by not doing anything. Weirdest insect I've ever fucking encountered, man. So, this one seems to mostly about go like somewhat like this. Like, yeah, right about there. Actually, let's bring it up a little bit further. Yeah, but generally speaking, right about there. And then, right after this, we'll go kinda in the in the new object, which I'll have to activate this for again. New object. Exactly. I'll bring this just forward like that. And then we'll be getting this thing, which kind of seemingly goes, you know, in a way. Shit. Doesn't fully line up. Because you know what? I'll line this up in this way. So let's bring that in there. And then just line it up like that. Exactly. So yeah, that goes pretty much. Let's bring it just this far. And then bring it that much out. And then we'll just go in with this. Exactly, it goes somewhat like this. Actually, let's bring it back a little. Exactly, it does that. And then after this, it really just goes off as normal. Yeah, it kind of goes like this. Portrait's exactly this big. Yeah. This part of the gun is that big. But it goes a little bit more like this. And then it's a little longer than this. So like, right about this much. Pretty sure. Yeah, right about there. And of course we'll get another one. And of course we'll make this a bit smaller. I think that much might just be perfect. Clearly it was. And then, how far does that go out? Actually, it gets about that far. Honestly speaking, yep. Goes about that far. Yeah. Maybe it's a little smaller. I don't know. Don't think so. I feel like it's that big. We can just go not more detailed, less detailed, dog. Exactly. I think that much detail is enough for it. Wait, we can actually see. Nah, it's a little smaller. It's a little smaller than this. Let me see something. Can I just do that? No. Doing it like that seems to be too much smaller. Okay, well, we kind of have to go. It's about that small. Wait, no. Let's not do it with that. Let's do it with a grid. Not that big. Yeah, somewhat about that big. I think that's good. And it's still a circle, right? Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's actually the right size. Let me see this part real quick. And it seems to have this tiny part here where it goes like this. This little tiny part at the end seems to be even a little tad bit smaller. So let's do that real quick. Um, but it's only a tad bit, so this is like, yeah, so it's a bit shitty. Let's bring this forward a little bit so I can actually do this. Well, I think how much is very enough. It's a bit too much. I feel like just having that little bit is enough. Doesn't need to be too. Yeah, I like that way more. So, and now we just do one little hole like that. I think that hole is actually big enough. And then we'll just drag this shit kind of far so you genuinely can't see the end of it. And then I believe that same effect kind of takes place. Yeah, right. Or does it not? I don't think it really does. It looks that way a little bit. That's kind of how it looks like. Nope, didn't select everything. Yeah. Okay, and then let's make this little part in here. And then go more like that big. And then chill out. We're gonna change this. So I'm gonna stay like this. Mm. See, I think that much is good if we can create the same exact effect, which I think I fucked up by doing, yeah. See, I kind of wanted to use that to be able to much easily do this part, but sadly enough, I feel like, and if I try to get that done, it would be practically impossible, right? Let's make it like that. So, yeah, I think it would be practically impossible to create that exact same detail. I don't think I can offer that exact same detail unless I make this more detailed than it currently is. How much percent? 2%. Nope. See, I feel like the only way I can actually figure out if I can do that is by change. Let me see. What do we have here? I think that's actually the middle. Might. Okay. Boom. course. Get that right there. I think that's still centered, right? That's the important part, that it's still centered. Why is that so weirdly placed? Yeah, I don't think we can change that. I think it's just gonna move down with it, right? No, it really didn't move down with it. Right? Oh fuck, I forgot to move the. Ah, I don't know if it's worth freaking trouble, eh? Seems to be too much damn trouble the way it's going right now. I guess I'll decide when I'm. Well, let's first of all turn it back in the same exact direction that it was. That seems to be actually pretty good. Other than some minor tidbits getting a little messed up, I think everything's fine. So that bit seems to be fine. This bit seems to be fine and dandy as well. Okay, so boom. Get rid of that. Oh, let's put that kind of in there. Let's go ahead and add some more. So it's really just damn near close. And let's do this one in. Nope, we still need one more. Or two more for even that matter. There we go. Oof. Oh, that looks disgusting. That looks bad, man. That looks so bad. Maybe if I make them be even closer together, it will work much better than the other way around. That looks just god awful. That looks so bad. Yeah, man, that just looks god awful. See, that looks okay, but it's just like, it just looks too fucking ugly to, because I can't add that fine of a detail, especially with those tiny ass things going on. Especially with those tiny ass things. Like, I wonder if it would be just better to make it like this. This one. Again, it just looks god awful. I'm realizing here that I cannot add that fine of a detail. Um, that's definitely god awful. It just looks so bad. And I think it's possible, but I just feel like I'm doing something wrong. Is there any way I can do this without it looking so bad? I feel like there should be a way. place these by hand like this, honestly. Nope. See them do them too near to each other and it looks bad. Do it too far from each other and it looks bad. See it in every shape or form it looks dog shit. Yeah, man. I think this is one of those things where I have to pass. Because there is no way I can think of to do this without making this thing look dog shit. You know? I don't even know if turning this into a hole instead of a fucking. It looks a little better, but I still don't think it looks good. That's definitely a little better, but I still think it doesn't. See, in the finals version, it is such fine bit of detail. It is too fine of a detail for me to be able to add that here. I mean, even though it's such a core part of the gun. I just don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna get rid of those details and just leave the gun as it is like this. But you know what? We're gonna leave it as it is like this. And actually, one thing else we're gonna do is to just go in here, get these lights, bring them more to this side. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna end this stream right here. I think I'm gonna try again tomorrow and see where we go, where we get to tomorrow. But I think this part is actually gonna be, it's just gonna be one of those parts where I feel like I have to just let go and just say, it is what it is, you know? And there's another thing I need to also look at and see if it is actually what I thought it was. Because it might be a little bit more different than that. Because this actually might be like this. That's kind of what it looks like in the actual model. Anyways, well, this is what we currently have. This is what we did this entire stream. Which I think is still really good, you know? We came far. We came far into fully creating this. I think we still have a little bit more to go. But I think that was about it for today. Oh my gosh. Let me add something that I forgot to add. Um, no, sorry, this one was like that one actually. Okay. Well, crazy. Well, that's it for me for today. I mean, yeah, overall for today. I won't be doing a Last of Us stream after this. I will not be doing it because it's getting pretty late and I don't want to. Like, my sleep schedule wasn't fully fixed, but I don't want to ruin it. So, I'm off. But thanks for everyone who tuned in. For the 20 people who came and went, and let me see, give me 1 second. Wait, I'm back. But yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in. Um, and thanks, a little shout out to Mr. Churros for typing in the chat. You know, the because this stream was pretty fucking lonely for its whole runtime. It was probably the most, I guess it wasn't the most uneventful stream. Um, Give me 1 second. Okay, now I think we're fine. Anyways, I wouldn't say this was the most uneventful live stream, but it was one of the pretty most uneventful ones. But despite all that, I enjoy working on this game, and whether there is anyone around or there isn't, I still enjoy making this game and streaming it. So, I have some footage of the amount of work that goes into it, and I can also later on in my life look back on it and see where I was at this point and the amount of stuff I was working on or whatever. So, you know, but with all that said, like I said, thanks for everyone who tuned in. Thanks for Mr. Churros for typing in the chat, and I hope you all have a nice rest of your day, or you have a good night based on wherever you are, because I don't know. But I think I am off for the day. But I still enjoyed this stream. Gotta say, it started a little sad, but after a bit, you get over it. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, um, till then, have a good one.